To FTRL Full Throttle Racing League Division 2 Race 3 here in Russia. Slight delay with the start of the broadcasting, but I'm Fear and I'm joined in the booth by Catamines tonight. Right. So, who's your pick for a poll tonight, then, Cat?
That's a hard one, but I'll go for Aaron or Scuba.
I'm thinking I'm going to go out on a limb, but with the form we had recently, I think Mark, with the fact he's won the first race and then took second in Abu Dhabi last week. I think he's odds on favourite. Oh, personally to me, he's odds on favourite. But Rush can be a tricky track, especially with the third sector as well. And hello to Lennon. But hoping for a good race today. We've got Hearts are currently in first, in pole position, with a 1:30. Well, Pagani's now gone first with a 1. Jesus Christ, everyone's just banging him a lap time. I'm trying to read here. So Mark's gone first with a 1:34.1. Pagani in second with a 1:30. Oh, Scuba's now in second with a 1:34.6. Markovin's spanning the background as I'm trying to read off the names. Pagani's in third with a 1:34.7. Hearts are in fourth with a 1:34.8. Tezza with a 1:35.3. Sheo with right. Prototype Steph is now in fifth with a 1:35.1. Tezza with a 1:35.3 in sixth. Sheo with a 1:35.7 in seventh, and Bully Boy backing up the field so far with a 1:35.9 down in P8. Right. Everyone calm down now.
It'll be interesting to see in the race because this track is very easy to get penalties and warnings.
Oh, it's very easy.
I personally like this track really much.
See, I do as well. I know it gets a lot of slate and a lot of stick, especially in the real life F1 season, with it being such, as people have said, such a boring race. You know, it's a straight one stop. But when cars are close and competing, I do feel like it is a very good track. I think looking back to last season with Vettel chasing down Bottas with the last 8 laps to go or something. That was quite nice. It shows that if you can get close to someone, you can have a good battle. But I guess it all depends on whether you can make it through turn 2 unscathed on the first lap. Because Shay. Oh, that must be a selection error from Shay with that setup he's gone for. I don't know if you can see it on the screen, Cat, but he doesn't seem happy with his setup he's decided to go for. So, current running order right now, as we speak, is Mark in first, Matt in second, Matty Sutton's in second, Trizzy in third, Scuba fourth, Pagani fifth, Hearts are sixth, Smirt in seventh, Prototype Steph in eighth, Tezza ninth, Raikkonen in 10th on the Super Softs. So he's the only one so far to go out on Super Softs. Aaron's down in 11th, Shale's in 12th, Bully Boy 13th, Oggy 14th, Markoven 15th, Jakey Boy seems to have left the session. Marquio's in Marquio's in 17th, and Co-Andy down in 18th, yet to set a time. The last 4 are yet to set a time. But I'm quite surprised Aaron's as far down as he is.
Yeah.
This is... I mean, looking back on last week, he didn't exactly have a good race, did he? He, from what I can remember.
I only remember from last week's race that Aaron crashed into the wall like on last lap. Or was it even last week?
I think that might have been Canada.
Yeah, Canada.
Yeah, I think it was. I think I was with Shale that night. When we were on board with him when it happened, actually, I believe. Because he was chasing down his teammate. But so we have currently got Scuba, Hartzer, Sheo, Bully Boy, Mark Irvin, Maricors and Andy all out on track. With 3 minutes left to go of the session. A lap time round here, well, what would you say is the quickest lap time around here? Well, obviously, 1:34, but it's about 1 minute 34 around here. So, do you think some of them are going to go for 2-time runs, or?
I really don't know.
Because tyre wear around Russia is not exactly high, is it?
Yeah.
And obviously with the safety car not being enabled in this league, it just put more strain down, or more focus down on the drivers of whether or not they can look after the tyres.
Looks like Aaron.
It'll be interesting to see. Apparently you're very quiet, Cap.
Am I?
Yeah, according to Lennon and Shea. But
It should be a bit better now. I don't know, I'm feeling like max volume that you can hear my PlayStation because it's kind of loud.
yeah, to be fair, I cleaned mine out of the other day, so that might be why it was so loud. Oh, Shea having a brush with a wall coming into the second straight. Does he have wind? Does he have damage?
No,
It doesn't look like it, no. And has he backed off or no? Oh, letting people through. Scuba's gone first with a 1:33.7. Andy's in second. Mark's still in third, yet set a new lap time. Scuba's retired. So he must be feeling pretty confident.
Yeah, that's a pretty good lap time. Let's see if it's enough. Mark is coming.
He's coming through the final corner now. And he's done it, yep. Oof. So he's found, what, 1.2 seconds out there. So that first lap mustn't have been a good lap. That or he's gone for a lower fuel run. Aaron's up in 6th. Trizzy 7th. Oh, run through the order. Mark currently sat in pole position with Scuba in 2nd. Coandy's in 3rd. Did you just catch it on the stream?
Yeah.
What? I want to find out who that was. That was like Raikkonen and Bottas all over again. All or nothing, Kimmy. All or nothing.
I looked on my own screen and just saw something jump, and then I looked back in the stream and
I just saw one of Red Bulls just ploughed into back and Mark, and he just went airborne. Oh, jeez. Oh, no, Mark's just holding everybody up with his retired car. So, by the looks of it, this is our running order for the race. We have Mark starting in pole position, Scuba in second, Co-Andy in third, Pagani in fourth, Matty Suddens in fifth, Aaron in sixth, Trizzy in seventh, Prototype Steph in 8th, Hartzer in 9th, Smertens in 10th, Tezza in 11th, Markoven in 12th, Bully Boy 13th, Raikkonen 14th, Marikos 15th, Shale all the way down in 16th, Oggy 17th, and Jakey Boy, who retired from the session, we believe, without a time, down in 18th.
my predictions didn't go so well. Well, Scuba is second, but Aaron is only 6th.
Third row of the grid. I'm trying to think, is it an ideal place to be? Especially with turn 2?
I don't know, maybe like on the middle it's the worst. Because usually people behind are like trying to get as many positions, and that's why usually there are many collisions.
I was gonna say when normally when I race, or if I'm in the middle at park, I normally tend to stick to the outside. Like when the lights go green, stick to the outside just in case there's anyone deciding to go crazy. But Russia's a wide enough track, especially down the straights, that there shouldn't be too much hassle. But all it takes is one driver to miss his braking point, and we could have a bit of a pile-up.
I told me to put my microphone louder. It's pretty loud already, but I guess.
I'm guessing that's what Nappa's just sent you.
Yeah.
Yeah. For 5 red lights, and away we go. Mark with an excellent start. Co-Andy and
Looks pretty clean so far.
Aaron's up.
Oh, there's a lot of
No.
A lot of front wings, and Pagani did spin and lose a lot of time.
Yeah, he's down at the back of the pack. But Aaron and Markov, some of the biggest movers here. Aaron's currently in 3rd. Markoven's gained 8 places and up in 4th. Jakey Boy's gained 8 places as well and up to 10th. So he must have got really lucky there.
So I'm watching the people who lost their front wings. Trizzy looks like they have Pagani, Raikkonen, Bully Boy, maybe Sheo looks a bit like Tezza. It seems like everyone else has their front wings.
I was going to say, I was just running on board with, he's lost part of his front wing. Pagani's lost part of it. Nah, he thought about going. He's staying out. Yeah, Raikkonen. Oggy's got some. His front wing still. Bully Boy with half a front wing. Shale with half a front wing. Maricos with a half a front wing. Prototype Steph with no front wing at all, by the looks of it. Trizzy Span.
Oh, there. If I saw right, someone's front wing.
Yeah, it was Bahas of Maricos.
Oh no!
Whoa,
Raikkonen and Prototype.
I was running on board with Prototype then. That was. And he's round.
I was on board with Pagani, who was behind those guys, and it just looked like Raikkonen just smashed.
Just smashed into him.
Stuff. Yeah.
Talk about keeping it clean. Feel like we've had more action here in the first 2 laps than we did in Abu Dhabi. But Markovin's chasing down Aaron with DRS enabled. Completely agree with Aaron with what he's just saying, keeping it clean. Maricos has left the session. So has he retired in the pits or?
I saw him retire on the track.
On the track. Right. Shea's got a 3-second time penalty. So I'm guessing that'll be for cutting corners.
Yeah.
But looking at it, I've got a feel. Well, Aaron's got a 3-second time penalty as well now. That's 3 races in a row now. That's. Looks like there's a battle heating up for the final podium position, with Aaron, Markoven and Co-Andy all covered within a second of each other. Markoven looks like he's going for the move. Round the outside now. Aaron's got him. Aaron's ran wide.
Yeah, Aaron went wide, losing position to Andy.
So Markoven's currently gained 9 positions. That's. I've just noticed that Jakey boys are also on the soft tyres. So he must be prepared to go really long into this race.
Yeah. I don't know about you, but my tables are messed up. I see really weird gaps, and Trizzy is leading on my screen. And
no, I've got Mark leading on my screen.
Yeah, I can see Trizzy. I think this is ghosting because it's going so slow, but it shows that he is leading.
It's a bit weird. No, because on my screen Trizzy's down in 13th. But I don't know what to say, because I mean we were right about turn 2.
Yeah.
Be interesting to see if anyone points fingers at that incident. But I've got the feeling the stewards, newly appointed stewards, shall I say, are going to have their hands full tonight.
I predicted that 4 people will DNF in the first lap, but none actually DNF.
No, we've currently
Only
got one.
of course, but
Yeah.
it was a bit later.
So we've got Scuba and Mark pulling away from the rest of the grid with a 7-second gap nearly, already back to third place. Hopefully with all these gaps there's going to be little battles going on between them. With Co-Andy's all over the back of Mark Irvin going into the second straight. Could he possibly be looking at a move? No, it's too far back, too far back. So Shale's currently sat in 9th on the super soft tyres. Has he pitted? No, he hasn't.
No.
Bully Boy's retired from the session. What's happened there?
Something. Lost his right wheel.
That's a bit of a peculiar place, that though.
Yeah, I was wondering how on earth did he get here?
How has he done that? Because that's the exit of the straight.
Yeah.
So he must have just lost it. Because I'm intrigued by that. But yes, Snapper, he has got front wing damage. Andy looking racy again against Mark Irvin. Is he closer enough for to go for a move down straight? Gonna go for the... that was a bit...
Yeah.
That could have ended a lot worse than what it did.
Yeah. Fortunately, he made the move and no any kind of damage.
I don't think he's got damage, but Mark Irvin now...
Scuba is going after Mark.
He's going to go out... He thinks better of it, but Mark's got a poor exit out of turn 2. Scuba's going around the outside. I'm getting flashbacks to Kimi Räikkönen and Bottas right there. Mark with another poor exit out of turn 4. Going to turn 5, and they're still side by side. Scuba looks like to get the job done now though.
They're really close. It looked like Mark lost a bit of front wing. Yeah.
I'm running on board with him now. It doesn't look like he's gone wide though. That's his chance of having an attack down the back straight gone. Because I doubt he'll go for the dive bomb. Aaron looks to be closing in on Mark Irvin and Andy, slowly, but he's getting there. Hearts is joining in as well. We could potentially see a 1, 2, 3, 4, possibly 5 car scrap for third place.
Yeah. Be interesting to see who comes on top.
Hartzer is definitely closing in on Aaron though. It doesn't look like Aaron has front wing damage.
Oh, Hartzer lost it a bit. I guess he didn't lose anything.
No, he still has his front wing.
Yeah, I don't know how that was a big hit on the wall.
Got flashbacks of Grosjean from 2015. That was a spectacular crash from him back then.
Yeah.
So Hearts is finally in DRS range. Will he be able to close it?
I gotta say about Hartzer that he's a friend of mine, and last season he was not that good driver, but he has been practicing a lot, and you can see that he has always been competitive.
I've noticed that from racing last season, if and when I hadn't retired, compared to what he's racing like now, he has improved.
Yeah.
And I have noticed that he's a lot quicker. I mean, I was still taken a bit aback by Mark from the first race of the season, but as a new guy to the league, well, I'll put my hand that wasn't really expecting much for the fact that it's first race, first win.
I have a strong feeling that Scuba is going to win, because Mark seems to struggle with the damaged front wing. It's going wide a lot.
Yeah. He seems to be going a lot slower through the corners.
Yeah.
Trying to get the nose turned in. Hearts is still within DRS range. So what's your predictions for the season then? For remainder of this season?
Pretty hard to say. I haven't watched that much. Racing in this division. Of course, I hope Aaron will win, because
yeah. Let's not go into that, shall we, Cat? Oh, Jesus. You and your Aaron. How did that even come about, if you don't mind me asking? Because me and Aaron were on about it on the other night, and we can't put a finger on it.
I actually don't remember where it started.
I remember it coming up in the chat once, but no.
Actually, I have no idea. Just thinking. But
I've just seen what Len's put in the chat to the stream. I swear they're more than friends. Don't know whether he's on about you or not, but. And Scuba Pitts, followed by Mark. 17 laps on the Super Softs.
so does Mark change the front wing? I don't think he will. Yeah,
No,
he won't.
no, he's not. So Andy, Markoven, Hartzer are currently in the podium positions. So Scuba and Mark now both leaving the pits. Aaron's in and Matty are both in. Shale's up to 4th. Has he already pitted or?
I don't think.
No, he hasn't.
Pagani with the gentleman move, he let Scuba through because they're not racing the same race.
No, he's racing Shale really, but that was the smart thing to do from Pagani.
Yeah.
See, personally, if I was Mark, I would have changed that front wing. I know it's only a little bit, but with these 2017 cars, downforce is everything. Not downforce.
He looks to be like struggling a lot.
JT Boy with a... Where is he? I've gone past him. JT Boy with a 3-second time penalty.
I think we're at top 3, so everyone is pitting.
So everybody's in. Shale's... I believe, did Shale let Scuba through, or... Pagani's in the pits. Yeah. So... Running order still is Scuba in first, Shale in second, having yet to make a pit stop though. Mark in third, Andy in fourth. Mark Hoven's gone into the soft tyres.
That's very interesting. I think that's a bad move.
Oh, definitely. Aaron's got the jump on him. But surely on those soft tyres, that's not the right call. That shouldn't have... No.
Yeah, because the super softs are still in good shape, even when you drive like 20 laps.
Oh, especially. I think... Well, coming from career mode, really, he can do easily 20 laps on super softs.
Yeah.
So... What are your thoughts towards the 2018 season then? For F1?
What?
The season that starts this weekend in Australia.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts towards it then?
Like I have been wishing since Raikkonen joined Ferrari again that he would win one race and then I can stop watching F1, but that's a long wait.
I think you're going to be waiting a while.
My only hope for this season is that Kimi Raikkonen wins one race.
Yeah, that way you don't have to put up watching boring races. I think...
Even though I'm a Finn, I really don't like Bottas. I don't know why. I just wanna be Raikkonen.
He's pretty much... Yeah, I do see that. He's the fact that he had Toto Wolff as his manager as well. It was kind of destined that he was going to get the Mercedes seat.
Yeah.
But it's crunch time though this season for him. Because I do have a feeling that if he doesn't perform again this season, I think they'll drop him.
Yeah, that's obvious because Mercedes is the best, or like with Ferrari, and if Bottas can't like challenge other people, then
I mean, in his first season he took 3 wins, and in those races he outclassed Hamilton.
Yeah.
But when Hamilton was on form, he was nowhere to be seen. Like in Malaysia, in a Mercedes car, he was over half a second, half a minute behind Max Verstappen.
Yeah.
I know they were having trouble that weekend, but he's got the best engine on the grid and possibly one of the best chassis. But that and the fact he got overtaken by Julian Palmer in Singapore. I mean,
that was one of them. Oh no, there's Mattis and Marco.
I'm running on board with Matty Suddens now. From Matty's point of view, it looked like Mark lost the back end a little bit. But I think lag's playing into play as well. Well, certainly from my screen as well.
So now that Marco and Matti have both damaged front wings, Hearts can get past both of them.
Oh, definitely.
Looks like he's getting good points from this race.
Oh, definitely. If they carry on scrapping the way we do, then I can see Hearts just going straight through.
No, we just gotta stay calm with these guys. There's a little bit of a hit.
I noticed that.
Oh, I have Tracy's car lagging, and Matti Sodens just went under him, and Tracy's car went flying.
But the miles apart. What, for Matty and Trizzy? Trizzy's currently down in 10th.
It shows that Trizzy is leading the race, and he's going super slow on the main straight.
He's currently 10th on my screen.
He's jumping between last place and the first place on my screens.
Well then.
This game is made by Codemasters, so I'm not even surprised.
Pagani span. He's lost his front wing.
Oh, we have my friend in the chat. He's always laughing at my Formula 1 driving videos.
Truth be told, I don't think I've actually seen any of your Formula 1 videos.
I have a lot of clips from the races, and usually they're just someone taking me out, and then this guy always writes in the comments just your fault, you're a shit driver.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if it was one of me and you from Italy. Not last season, season before.
Yeah.
Second race in, and I managed to crash someone else out. That was just pretty bad. But that's in the past.
Yeah. I remember I was really mad.
Yeah, I remember it. I think what didn't help was I wasn't recording that race either, because I didn't have a lot of memory. So I had no ground to stand on, so I got onto the podium's footage, which did not help me one bit. But we moved on to the next race, and you know, I don't recall coming against you ever since. By the way, Singapore from last season, I remember that.
Was it you in Singapore that I was fighting with?
Yeah, I remember. I came to blows with onto the podium like a lap before. I'd completely outbroke myself, and I think I broke part of his front wing. I'm not too sure.
That fight went a little bit too far. but I don't know how I was the only one that I was penalized, and I got 4 penalty points.
Really?
Yeah.
But then again, from my point of view, you swiped into me. But it might have just been connection, so... But,
on the straight I had onto the podium on my left side and you were on my right side, and then I slightly hit onto the podium, and then I slightly hit you, and then I slid on the podium, and then back to you, and then I was in the wall.
It was like ping pong all over again.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
I don't know what's with the Singapore. I'm always super aggressive there. I remember in a Finnish league, I was faster than one guy, but I couldn't pass him, so then I accidentally crashed on the back of him, and then I just went full berserk and took him out.
Wow. Oh, Jesus. I think...
Usually I'm a clean driver, or at least I think so.
I don't intend, like, when it comes to the racing, I don't think to myself, do you know what? He's annoyed me in the chat today, I'm going to crash him out. Like, I don't think like that. I do drive clean. I just get a bit hot under the collar when people start over racing with me.
Yeah.
And then I come out the worst end of it. But I think Malaysia were at next race. Still can't get over the fact that I got pole. And then I think it was me, Sal, me, Paul, and someone else were battling for third place. I completely outbroke myself, and then I just took someone clean out. Still came
Actually,
third.
now that we are talking about crashes, I think I remember where this Aaron thing started. It was in FTRL Japan. I did a stupid mistake and took Aaron out, and in the chat after that, I think it started from that point.
Do you know what? I think you might be right. I think you might actually be right with
Pretty
that.
sure.
I remember you apologising in the chat quite profusely.
Yeah.
And then all the Photoshop images as well.
Yeah.
You're a wizard with that, I'll give you that. But
I
yeah.
like using Photoshop, and when I get some stupid idea, I do it, and then I'm just like, why the hell did I do this?
Bit like the tech one. We really shouldn't be talking about it, but... Oh, Jesus.
Pagani is in the wall. I think he just drove straight. And
Yeah.
Steph, same thing, looks like. I don't know, maybe not, but...
Oh, they're... nowhere near each other. Oh, no. I think... What did you say? Pagani just drove straight on?
It looks like it because it's straight on the wall on the straight. I guess there's no way, even with the collision, that...
I don't know, that's because Steph was retired as well.
Yeah.
Literally just down from him. A couple of yards down from him. So
Maybe there was some collision, but it must have been a huge collision that they get so far on the wall.
there must have, especially if Steph landed that far away from him.
Yeah.
Oh, I've got Mark lagging on my screen.
Yeah, me too. But it seems like he has caught Scuba a bit.
Yeah, he's closed it down by nearly, I'd say about a second. With 8 laps to go. It could get interesting, but he does have a 3-second time penalty. So I think if he could just work on the gap behind him, I mean, it's a 10-second gap from 9-second gap from Mark to Andy.
I just watched. Mark has 2 penalties and Scuba has none.
Right.
So it's enough that Scuba is close to Mark.
Yeah.
It's been a pretty boring race. Not much battling.
I was gonna say Russia's living up to its hype,
Yeah.
but
Like usually this track is pretty boring to watch, but I myself like to drive it. This is one of my favorites to drive.
I do love driving it. But when you sat here watching it, it's certainly no Monza or Silverstone or Monaco for that fact. Monaco's always got incidents happening. But even then, go on.
We have Pagani in the chat said that someone crashed him, and someone is desynced.
He's saying that someone crashed me turn 1, spammed me either my car or Shares is completely desynced. So Shea seems to be running perfectly fine in 9th. He has got half a front wing. I don't see no lag issues with Shea.
Yeah. On my screen, Tracy is still completely desynced.
I was gonna say on my screen, Shea is battling with Trizzy.
On my screen, Tracy just hit Markovin and did some Tokyo drift on the long left. And Shea is in the wall.
I was on. Oh, Shea!
Hey, whoa!
Whoa,
he
whoa.
crashed into the air. There was nothing in front of him, and he just lost a wheel and.
No, on
What
my screen, he drove straight into Trizzy.
What? Tracy's not. Oh. Okay. I'm not even.
I'll send you the clip after the stream.
Yeah.
But on my screen, he drove straight into him.
It was fun seeing just Shea driving the corner and then stop and lose front wing and front tire.
I don't even know what to say to it.
I just looked back at the stream that Shea thing and I don't know.
What, with the Shea incident? Well, Shea's saying that Trizzy's car kept appearing and disappearing on his screen. So
yeah, so he has the same thing as me. I see the Trizzy's car all over the place all the time.
That's interesting because it's perfectly fine for me.
I remember this happening in the Finnish league in Spa, where I had to overtake Oxox like 20 times in a single race, as his car was ghosting all the time, even though he was leading, and it was completely desynced. But like a few people only saw the Xbox car.
See, I hate that when it happens, especially when we're in tough and we're racing. And even when someone retires, the car still comes out onto track. Like, I don't know if it's anyone else has noticed it, but it's happened to me quite a few times.
Yeah.
I think Brazil, not last season, season before it happened to me. Even though the car had ghosted, I'd still managed to break my front wing. Which sums up Codemasters. Hopefully it will be something that's fixed in this year's game. But I'm not holding out for it.
As I'm looking at the drivers, I think we have the result already.
Yeah.
Scuba is going to win. I don't know how much Andy has penalties. I mean, he might even jump Mark, because Mark has 2 penalties.
I'll have a look now. Andy.
Andy has no penalties.
None at all.
Let's see. Aaron has 2 penalties, so does Hartz have any? Hartz doesn't have, so he might even jump Aaron.
There's been a lot of incidents.
On the track we might not see any overtakes, but when we finish the race we might see some position changes.
Oh, definitely. But it's been, like we said, it has been a rather boring race. There has been some incidents, and I do certainly feel like there'll be some talking points coming away from here.
Yeah. I think this race has been really boring to watch for all the spectators watching the stream, because there has been none of the overtakes.
No. I mean, hopefully, well, Aaron's not told me what track we're at next, but hopefully we'll have more overtakes. A bit like Canada.
Yeah.
And Abu Dhabi to an extent. But Andy has just got a 3-second time penalty.
That might have cost him in the 2nd place. Or he doesn't have any chances anymore for that.
Trizzy on my screen has just got another 3-second time penalty. I've just asked the dreaded question as well in the other chat of what cars we're driving tonight. Oh.
I forgot. Are you driving on the Division 1 or are you just doing this spectator things?
I'm driving Division 1 as well.
Yeah.
Are you?
So tomorrow we will have a same race as these guys.
Hopefully not, but hopefully for more battles, really. But yeah, for tonight's racing tough, it's any car we want. Catty.
What?
It's tonight for our test race.
Yeah.
It's any car you want, so it's pretty much first come first serve.
I think no one will pick the car that I want. I like the Sauber the most.
I mean, I think that's the perks of having the Mercedes setup. It works for majority of the cars. I mean, I know it definitely works for top 3 teams, but I don't know yet. I know it doesn't work for Force India. I know that for sure. Trying to drive in Force India last season was not working out for me. But I do have a feeling this is our running order for the evening. With Scuba's got the win in the bag. Mark in second. Andy in third. Aaron fourth. Hart's in fifth. Jacob Boy sixth. Mark Irvin seventh. Trizzy in eighth on my screen. Don't know what he's doing on your screen.
Matti Sudans got disqualified.
Matt has been disqualified. Oh wow! What? That must be for exceeding track limits then, or multiple warnings, or multiple penalties. Yeah. That's interesting.
On my screen I see Tracy on front of Hatza.
In front of Hartzer. On
and
my
Jake Boy is riding Tracy.
On my screen, yeah, he must be completely desynced then. Because on my screen there's nobody in front. Oh, Aaron's literally far off in the distance, and Jakey Boy is behind Hartzer by about 2 seconds. Oh, 1.5 seconds in fact. But hopefully this will be a better race tomorrow.
Yeah.
Because I can't believe I'm saying this, but I've run out of things to say. Run out of things to say about an F1 race. I mean, Scuba's crossed the line in first, Mark in second, but we'll see if penalties are. Yep, Andy takes second. Mark takes third.
Let's see this Aaron. Yeah, it's if Aaron still has the 6 seconds, it's really close between Hartz and Aaron.
It's just over 6 seconds of a gap.
Let's see.
So Aaron's currently sat in fourth, but no, he did just enough.
No, it's not enough.
Oh, it's close though. So currently our finishing order as it stands is Scuba in first, Andy in second, Mark in third, Aaron fourth, Hartz in fifth, Jakey Boy sixth, Mark Irvin seventh, Trizzy in eighth, Raikkonen in ninth, Smerton is sure to come 10th and in the final points playing position. And Oggy is 11th. So Tether will come home in 12th. Yeah. Well, bit of a shambles that race, especially the start, and on my screen the instant between Sheo and Trizzy. But there are your winners. You're at top 3 with Scuba in first, Andy in second, and Mark in third.
On my screen it says Trizy had 28 seconds of penalties. How is that even possible?
I'm pretty sure the cut-off is 20 seconds. But here is your running order. Scuba in first and takes for win, Andy second, Mark third, Aaron fourth, Hartzer fifth, Jacobo sixth, Markovan seventh, Trizzy in eighth on my screen, Riken in ninth, Smirt in 10th, Oggy 11th, Tezza 12th, Shale 13th, and AI drivers from 14th to 17th, and Matty in 18th after being disqualified. But right, I'd like to say thank you for tuning in tonight. Hopefully you enjoyed the race. Thank you for Catty joining me tonight. Any last comments?
It was my first commentary and it was the most boring race like ever, and so no one will watch it, so I don't get any hate for this.
You were perfectly fine, mate. You're perfectly fine. Until next time, don't forget to tune in tomorrow night for FTRL Division 1 in Russia, and we shall catch you later.